In today's stream, we discuss strangeness in China using Google Earth, weird weather phenomenon, and the banking industry and the phase out of cash and why you should be concerned. Welcome to the Paranoid Skeptic.
Ladies and gentlemen, what is real and what is illusion? Who is a prisoner? The man in shackles? Or the man who will not let his imagination run free? I designed this capsule not to answer those questions, but to ask them once again. And for that, I will need a collaborator. One of you, one of you, one of you, one of
you. All right, friends, I think we are there. Welcome to another edition of the Paranoid Skeptic Live Edition. And got a lot on the plate today to discuss with you. And as I'm queuing things up over here with the computer, I am going to tell you it is a pleasure to have you. Hello, friends and fellow travelers. What I'm about to tell you is not a secret. The reason for this communication is to tell you that you don't remember things as they were. Your recollection is different than what is real. Something in our reality is not right. This stream addresses some of these concerns and has come to several conclusions. So, today we're going to discuss a few things. I got a viewer who sent me a very interesting, was very curious link. No, I shouldn't even say link. It was actually coordinates in China that if you use Google Earth, very interesting site has come up out of this. It's really insane. I want to show you real quick. I have it up on the computer, and I'm going to bring it up to you right now. Check this out. Do you see it? Do you see it right there? I'm going to zoom on in a bit. I'll pull this down just a bit so you can get a good view of what we're looking at here. Keep zooming in. What does that look like to you? Now, there's a couple of things that I noticed right off the bat. And the first thing is that there are trucks, or what appear to be trucks or vehicles, on what look to be like some sort of runway. And if we look over this way, keep moving along. Wait, where is it? I have to find it. Hold on, I'm sorry. Let's zoom in over here. We have these weird patterns on the ground. And these bizarre patterns over here. In Google Earth, do you see that? Very strange. And then there's all these infinity signs that are all around that make absolutely zero sense why they're even there. And they almost appear to be glowing. That's strange. And what's even weirder is some of the outlying roads as well. But then check this out. Now I know this has got to be part and parcel with the way that they image layer. But do you see what I'm seeing? It looks like two different pictures. But if you notice over on the left-hand side of the screen here, we have a road that continues through. And it looks like completely different geography. Like this section of land had been cut out and stuck right here. Like it's been superimposed. And we have this ridge line up at the top here, which really doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't know if it's how they're imaging, if they're imaging, in like pieces, which I would imagine that they're doing, and that these are two separate times. but it's really weird. And with this weird design here on the floor of the valley, and I mean, you see how massive the structure is, and could it be for satellite calibration? Perhaps. It just seems to be like a very weird structure, and I'm not exactly sure why it's even out there. But I wanted to bring it to your attention. And the coordinates were left on a Mandela Effect website for me to take a look at. And yeah, when I went to it, I was scratching my head. I've looked into it a little bit, and I don't really know what to tell you folks about it except that it's out there. It's a weird Google Earth find. And all the glowingness. Do you notice all the glowing around the edges here? Look at that. Why are these things glowing? Are these roads? What is that? No, what is this? Look at this over here. If those are roads, what is this light coming off? It's very weird looking, isn't it? I don't know. I would love to hear your ideas. I've been on a couple of Reddit threads, and the interesting thing about this is that it has been that all the links that are attached to it in Reddit have been broken. Any photos that have been attached to it have been completely and totally erased. It really is a damn weird thing. I'm not gonna lie. It is a weird thing indeed. So, looking at the stuff, you want to try and find, obviously, the the best resolution that you can get. I'll tell you what. I'll give you the coordinates. Char, I see that you're out there. Welcome, everybody. By the way, welcome. This is in China, and we're not really sure exactly what we're looking at here. But we do know that it is very strange indeed. So I'm going to investigate it a little bit further. I've looked around all over the place to see what I could find about the surrounding area and whatnot, and um, I'm not very fluent in Chinese, Mandarin, or Cantonese. Um, but I think it's important that we take a look at it, and I find it again interesting that all the links on Reddit that's attached to the coordinates are are broken. As a matter of fact, I might even have that Reddit up. Hold on. We'll take a look at it together. Again, I'm really confused by the whole dynamic of the contrast between that one section of land and the other section. Did you notice that was really just strange looking, eh? So you know what? I'm gonna have to actually do a little bit more digging. I may have just accidentally erased the page. That's what I'm looking at over here. See if I can find the page. I have a lot of the stuff sort of up and ready to go. And the computer, of course, the moment we get online here, starts acting glitchy. Everything starts acting really slow and not operating properly. But I wouldn't expect any less. So, the other thing I wanted to touch base with you today on was this whole idea of bizarre weather. And yesterday, the day was nice and warm. I think we got it in the neighborhood of 73 degrees, and then all of a sudden, well, these boys showed up. And then all of a sudden, check this out. Boom. This guy showed up, and this is what happened directly afterward. And then, check this out. See a pattern? See what I'm saying? Is that interesting? You have the clouds rolling on in. I thought that was really fascinating. it's funny because the temperature immediately dropped as soon as those clouds came rolling in, and so it was like a burst of sunshine, a burst of nice weather for a moment, and then next thing we know, the weather's changed and it's not what was supposed to be.